You see the guys out there? I know what's coming. Hims. Discover longer, better times in the bedroom. Get started today at hims.com.
Hello, it's your favorite sports talk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, as I mentioned earlier, the Wolves go on the road, take down the Golden State Warriors, 102-97, go up and snatch home court back 2-1. It took an outstanding game from Julius Randle, 8 trips to double, 44 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, he also put in mention, and 3 steals. But Ant Man took over the second half. He had 15 big points in the third, 13 big points in the fourth, and Jaden McDaniels came along in the third quarter. He was 1 2 from the free throw line. Big points for him, and they go on the road and they get home court back and take a 2-1 series lead. Now, Jimmy Butler was having an outstanding game. He had 33 points. What about 8 and a half minutes to go? And he didn't score another point. He was getting that, Ocho. He played 43 big minutes. He played what Ant-Man played 44. Ant-Man played 2 times second half. He normally gets some break at the fourth quarter at the intermission, so he plays the whole third quarter. And normally starts on the bench in the fourth quarter, but Chris Finch is not, bro. You got to suck it up. And plus, you're only 22, 23 years old. I think he might be 24. But you got to go. And he went. And he did what he was supposed to do. What a superstar is supposed to do. Find ways. He got aggressive, got to the line, and man, that hammer dunk that he put on Kevon Looney, it got him going, it got this team going, and they snatched back home court 102-97 from the Golden State Warriors. Ocho, watching this game, how it shaped up, I thought the Warriors were going to win this game without Steph Curry. Like, okay, now they got some breathing room, let him relax, and so now we probably not going to even think about bringing it back to maybe game 5, game 6. Now, what do you like about what you saw from the Team Wolves?
I mean, for the Wolves, obviously being on the road, Julius Randle cut a fool, He cut a fool with understanding how important this game was for him and being able to
pretty bitches is curvy as summer ball like I'm Birdie. I spend it all on these 30s after the fast cases. Dead faces, plenty times we never folded or said Nathan. Dead faces, I put some red faces. Just
red. He showed up tonight. He had 36.
Who sticks?
He got
you want to change gears? This ain't your dude shit.
He managed the game very well in his shot selection and went to.
I used to go to school with. You only put these dicks in your house. Think I made it with my dick in the mouth. What you think coming out? If you don't put in what you think coming out. If you don't put in what you think coming, gang.
And they're gonna continue to need him playing the way he played tonight, along with Julius Randle. For them to have a chance, especially once Steph comes back, especially with the way Jimmy Butler played tonight. Once Steph comes back, game 4 or 5, you think?
Now he's not going to be evaluated until right before game 5.
So he's out the next. He's out the wrong bitch. Episode Marco.
You think
anyway,
episode
Marcos.
I don't know. For some reason,
he's out. They're not going to reevaluate him until game 5. So yes, he's out for game 4. He's not going to. They're going to reevaluate him. Even in the process of reevaluating him, there is no guarantee that he's playing game 5. But there is a break between game 5 and 6. There's a 3-day break between game 5 and 6. But we might not even get to a game 6 if they don't win one of these next 2 games. But there won't be a game 6. He'll have the entire offseason to get help.
Hey, Jimmy Butler and Kuminga, man, they played real good. They played
great minutes. 36 minutes off the bench. Ocho, 11 of 18, 3 or 4 from the 3. 5 or 6 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. He played extremely well. He's +5, plus. plus minus. He gave you 30 points.
And I don't understand something. And me, as someone still learning the game of basketball, and I look at someone like Jonathan Kuminga come off the bench and have 30, 11 for 18. He has 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He was +5, which was best among the Warriors. And you look back, and I'm trying to understand and wrap my head around how Steve Kerr wasn't playing him. I just don't get it, especially when you get this kind of production. I don't understand it.
Well, if he's getting that kind of production, he'd have been starting. But that's the problem. He's up and down. But I think the main thing is, Ocho, he doesn't leave him long enough. Because, look, this is a veteran ball club. And so these guys are used to playing together. They know how to play the game. Draymond, especially Draymond and Steph. And so when you're on a veteran ball club and you're a young player, they don't make excuses for you making mistakes as you being young. Understand what you're supposed to do. Do it at a very high and efficient level, or you're going to sit down.
What's the saying? Cut off my nose.
Cut off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, I mean that's all. Listen, when you have a player like that that's putting up numbers like that, even with the inconsistencies and knowing what he can do when he is consistent and when he is on and give you games like this, even though it was in a losing effort, you want that, especially with Steph being out. You want that on the goddamn court. But listen, the only way they're gonna have a chance is they're gonna have to have a three-headed monster, especially from a scoring perspective for the Warriors. It got to be Jimmy Butler. He got to score will, and especially in I don't want to say garbage time. That's more of a football phrase. But towards the end of games, he can't gas out like that because the scoring has to come from somewhere. If it's not you, it got to be Kuminga. If it's not Kuminga, it got to be Buddy Hield.
Well, the fact of the matter is that he has to play because, he and Draymond are really the two that initiate the offense. And as far as going and get their own shot, it's really only Jimmy. So if you take him off the court, where are the points going to come from when you really don't have another guy that can go get his own shot? Now, Kuminga had it going tonight, and maybe in the future, that's something Steve Kerr has to look at. And he says, okay, maybe I can give Jimmy a blow here or there. But I don't think tonight he was willing to chance it. Because Jimmy did have it going. He looked really, really good early. He was getting to the free throw line. But that's what happens, Ocho. I mean, when you hit that ball, it's a wrap, huh? Yeah, a wrap. It is. Ain't no coming back. And you see, he just scored another bucket for almost 8.5.
Hey, but also, he don't have the legs or the energy to do so. Because they was contesting everything. And then you talk about Jimmy Butler having to be in because there's no one else that could put the ball on the floor and create their own shot. Hell, I've seen Kuminga do it a few times.
But that's what I'm saying. And maybe moving forward, that's something Steve Kerr has to look at and says, okay, I can go with you. But are you really willing to trust that? Have you seen enough of Kuminga have these type of games that you feel totally trust? Say, you know what? I can take Jimmy out the court for 2 to 3 minutes and let Kuminga do it.
They don't have him in long enough because you just said it. They're a veteran team. They don't have him in long enough to be able to allow him to have games like this. So, I mean, I know.
Yeah, but see, you have to look at it like this. When Steph's on the court, when they had Clay last year, you running your offense. Do you run your offense for Kuminga, or you running your offense for Steph and Clay? Yeah, exactly. And so I think the thing is that he got nicked. Maybe lost a little confidence by not playing. He also mentioned that it's hard to get a rhythm when you're in and out, and so playing extended minutes.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built, ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live.
But I think their backs against the wall now. I don't really think they have a choice but to. Play him a substantial amount of minutes. Draymond needs to understand, Joe. In that situation, why would you contest that dunk? You got 5 fouls. You just picked up your 5th foul on an overturn because they called a foul one way, but they said Draymond got the foul on Draymond. So you got 5 fouls. Why would you give up the 2 points? Because you're more valuable than 2 points. And by not doing that, so now you really only have one guy to initiate the offense. Yeah, Kuminga can get a shot, but I ain't asking Kuminga to bring the ball up, set the offense. And that's not what he does. Now, if I give him the ball down on the post, yeah, he can knock down a shot. But like Jimmy can initiate the offense. That's not what Kuminga can do. Draymond can initiate the offense, but he's not looking for his shot. He's initiating the offense to get people off back screens, pin downs, flares, whatever they want to run. That's what Draymond can do. Draymond, look, anything Draymond gives you over 4 points. Thank you, Lord. That's what you're hoping for. He's mainly an assist. He's mainly a rebound. He's mainly a defensive stopper. So anything he gives you in the point total, as the points increases, that's another plus. He gives you 6, 1 plus. 8, 2 pluses. He gives you in the teens. Boy, you're like, woo, Lord,
that's a good night.
That's a great night. But, foul trouble, and, look, at some point in time, he has to, like, you know what? Because Scott Foster's one of those guys, you're not going to intimidate him. And now they're looking for calls.
Hey, what's the other guy? Scott Foster and the black guy who don't be calling nothing. He don't play either. He don't care who you are.
Oh, Tony Brothers?
Man. Hey.
You got Tony Brothers. You got Mark Davis. You got Bill Kennedy.
Hey, I don't know the rest of them.
You got Mitchell. I mean, I go to the game, so I know him. Zach Sarver, Josh Tibbins. You got Ed Malloy.
Yeah, well, you know all the refs. God damn,
I do.
You know, nigga know all the refs.
I go into the game. I get the two ladies. I forgot their names. But when I see them, hey, how you doing? Great. Good job. Blah blah blah. Just
hell yeah.
Quick. But it's, just see them, like I said.
You want to move it to the Discord? Never mind. But I was just, because, I only got one headset. If you were going to leave the Discord, then